What's up, Inversion? Try and let a couple people get in the stream real quick before we start. Hoping the audio quality is good right now, just checking all that. Alright, let's get started. This map right here probably has to be my favorite map in the entire game. It's a new DLC map. Well, not really DLC, but I think it's just a kind of like a preview of the DLC. But I really love how this map looks. So if this is what the new DLC that's coming out is gonna look like, I'm ready for it. I haven't really played on this difficulty too much, so if I seem like I suck at it, that's why. But hopefully we can get some good runs. Definitely not my favorite legendary, but any legendary is useful as far as I'm concerned. check around for a couple more chests and items, and then we can fight that boss. Pretty sure I got everything though. Alright, not bad. Definitely would like to hit that Shrine of Chance again after the teleporter's charge, just to see if we can't get any more items. Maybe find some drones and stuff. I think the plot basically is, it's like this crew, they're in like a spaceship, and, they just crash on this foreign planet, and then, so you have to go through 5 different stages, and you just fight these, teleporter bosses at the end of every stage. And then once you hit stage 5, you can either loop back and it's like almost like New Game Plus in a sense, where you just fight stronger enemies and all that, can get better items to better prepare you for the final boss. But after all that, what's up, fat boy? But after that, you you go to the moon and you gotta charge these different things, and you fight this boss. His name is Mithrix. You gotta fight him and escape the moon. So there is like a little bit of plot to it and a story, but it's not really like drawn out. You kind of just get logbooks that kind of tell you more about the world and the story and everything. So you kind of just have to collect those and read them. But there's some type of lore to it, but I'm not too well versed in it, so. But when you read some of the stuff, it is pretty interesting, honestly. But this game is on all consoles, I believe. Except maybe Switch. I don't think it's on there. But it's PlayStation, Xbox, PC. You can get it on all of them. I think it's definitely worth trying out. Because it's definitely a tough game at first until you start to learn everything and like all the abilities. Because there's like 13 different characters, I believe, and you gotta do certain things to unlock them. But it's definitely not a bad game at all, by any means. It's probably one of my favorite games as of right now. And they're coming out with the DLC soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but I'm hoping it's this year, but not too sure. I'll have to kind of do some research about that and check. And I think you can play this game with up to 4 people. And then like you got a timer, and just pretty much the higher that the time is, the harder the game gets. So really you kind of want to try and get through the stages as quick as possible, but I don't know if it's just because I kind of like the challenge or I'm just a fucking item whore, but I always just try to get as many items as possible because in my head I'm like, that'll only help me. But like you have a character level, and oh yeah, you can definitely use speedrun strats in this. It's honestly kind of insane. Like watching people who like really know this game really well, it's crazy watching them. But like, there's some items that I don't even know what they do or what they are. Like, I'm pretty sure there's at least 4 or 5 items that I've never even seen. But I love this game because you can, like, you're always kind of learning and getting better as you play it. So it's not like, you know, like you could be a pro at it, but you could still learn a bunch of new things every time you play. Just different strategies, different items that work really well together. All kinds of stuff. Oh, the soundtrack is probably one of the greatest soundtracks ever in any video game, honestly. I was actually just looking at the thing for the soundtrack, and I think it's just one guy that composed it. I can go to the screen after this to kind of show that, because I think he's got his Instagram or just social medias in general plugged in for it, but the soundtrack is absolutely stunning, honestly. Yeah, I think it's a decently easy game to learn. Like, it's not a huge learning curve, but it definitely takes it takes a while to like really learn it. But it's got 3 different difficulties, so they all kind of start off a little different. Like, I think on the easiest difficulty, you have more of a advantage because you got more health regen. Enemies have less health. Or they might have more health. I don't remember. I'd have to kind of look at that. But every difficulty gives you a bit of a different thing, like to add more challenge to it. And then you can go through that portal, and they got a bunch of different items you can get. I don't personally care too much for the lunar items, but you can come in here and get different legendaries and items, choose which map you want to go to. It's also a secret map down at the bottom here. I gotta remember exactly how to get to it. I think it's just down here. Might as well go ahead and try it. Make this run a little more interesting. Yeah, and there's a bunch of different classes. Oh, well, that fucking sucks. Holy shit. There's a bunch of different classes, so, you know, depending on how you like to play, you can change it up constantly. Like, the class I'm playing right now is called Mercenary, so he just kind of has a sword. Kind of like ninja abilities and stuff. But there's also like, there's some classes that rely more on just raw physical power. Some for attack speed. Some are just like support. So if you get a group of people to play, you can have, you know, like one of everything really. But again, I would highly recommend this game for like anybody, honestly. It's really fun, really good challenge. And it gets fucking hectic at times. I'll fucking die before I even get to the thing. But yeah, right now this thing that I'm doing, It's actually one of the ways you can unlock one of the characters. But it pretty much is just, you gotta go into these little bubbles, charge them up. But if you're outside, it'll hurt you, but it has a set monster that it'll spawn to come and attack you. And then it gives them, I think every single one, it gives them different combination of items. But this definitely gets challenging, and depending on, you know, I guess your luck, it's kind of RNG. It could be really easy or really fucking hard. And there's so many different combinations of items that you can have. So like you can kind of make your own build, because there's these things called artifacts. So you can kind of, it's kind of like, I'm gonna like compare them to the skulls in the Halo games, because to me that's kind of how they act. It's just different modifiers for your game. But you can put those on. It's a bit of a process to try and get them though. Because you have to, there's a part in the map where you have to put in like combination of things and all kinds of shit, so they can be tough to get. But I mean, there's one where it only spawns like elite monsters, so they just have different effects. Like they can be fire, ice, be like healing things, all kinds of shit. And then there's one where you can like choose your items, which I like to do that sometimes, but I'd rather just kind of go for whatever the game decides to give me. Because to me that's a lot more fun than just choosing what I want. And I want to say this game is like $20 maximum. It's not a very expensive game, not a very big game either. Might be like 10 gigabytes. I mean, if you like games that are, you know, roguelike and fast-paced, man, I think anyone with that interest would really enjoy this game. I'm doing a lot better than I expected to, especially on monsoon difficulty. But it definitely took me a while to really get decent at this game. I like to think that I'm pretty good at it, but I watch like other like different YouTubers play this and I'm like, I don't even think I could do half of that shit. I'm getting very lucky with the items that the enemies are getting. Like, I played this yesterday with a friend, and the enemies got fucking delicate watches which boost your damage until you hit low health, and we were just getting absolutely killed. I think it would be cool if this game did add kind of like a revive feature when you're playing with people. Kind of like, you know, zombies and stuff. I think that'd just be an interesting aspect to the game. Yeah, once you die, you die. There are, there's an item, it's a legendary. So like if you do die, you get like a second life. But I mean, it's pretty rare to even get. But like if I was playing with someone and they died on this, if I was able to finish it, then they would revive at the start of the next stage. So it's not like you're just completely alone with it. Oh, did that shit just shoot? That sucks. That's one thing I really wish they would fix. Like, I just tried to get that crowbar and it shot it off the map. So I wish they'd kind of fix placements like that. Because it really fucking sucks when you're just trying to get an item and it starts shooting it off the map. Yeah, like that little teddy bear thing where it says monsters items, that is a it gives them another life. So I gotta kill all these guys twice now, but you can get that item. So I mean, realistically, if you got, you know, 5 of them, then you have 6 lives, really. Which, they're useful, but every time I get them, I forget that I even have them. So I'll, you know, die, be like, well, there's the run, and then, like, I get revived and completely forget, and then I'm just fucked. I don't remember what item that is. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, that was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, so that's good. Fuck. There, yeah, it's different chests that you can get that'll give you items. Like you got just a regular chest, there's chests that drop healing items, chests that drop more damage items. But there is an artifact that you can get where you can set it where you can choose your items. So, you know, if you wanted to stack the same 3 items, you could. And each item there's different tiers to item rarities. Yeah, but you can have one where, because there's one where you can choose items, there's one where you can, instead of there being chests, enemies can drop them. So like, I personally like using that one quite a bit, just because then you can kind of, like, at the end of each stage, your money gets converted into experience points. So for me, it's like, okay, if the enemies are dropping items, then I don't have to keep spending money on chests, and I can get stronger that way. Because I think, like, every time you level up, you get a little bit more health regen, a little more health, stuff like that. And then there's also these 3D printers, so you can either scrap an item and get basically you can kind of let that be the automatic thing to use when you go to a 3D printer, or you can just kind of leave it up to chance and hope it gets rid of an item that you don't want. But not every map has the 3D printers on, or has the scrappers on them. So it kind of sucks sometimes, but I mean, if you got, like, you can take the chance, but a lot of times I prefer not to, because I'm like, I don't really want to risk losing this really good item for this item that, you know, I can live without. And this map absolutely sucks. I hate the way it looks. I don't really care for the moving around on it. The enemies absolutely suck. And it's the laggiest map ever. Like, once I fight the boss and the boss dies, you'll see what I mean. Because it just lags so bad. And it's awful. Maybe one day I'll make like a YouTube video ranking the maps and everything on this game. Probably be something interesting to do. And then some of the maps, they have like hidden areas on them. I'm not sure if this one has a hidden area, but like there's one of the maps, there's you gotta find 2 buttons to press and it unlocks an area, and there's 2 enemies and you can get specific items from them. Which I don't know if every map has a hidden area like that, but I want to say that most of them do. But I could be completely wrong. There's some items that honestly are just completely useless, some that are like pretty much guaranteed. But like this item, it just gives you 10% chance for critical hits. So you really don't want to get any more than 10. Which is one really good thing about being able to choose your items. You can, you know, if you're like, oh, I only need one of this item, then you can. But if you're like, oh, I only, like, it's not helpful to get 11 or something, like the critical hit glasses, because it won't do anything after 10. So it kind of sucks once you get more than that, and then you're just kind of out of luck on that. There's the lag I was talking about. And it only seems to happen on this map. Like, I mean, I've seen the game lag on other maps, but not nearly as bad as this one. Yeah, and then when you do the teleporter event, you can kind of see this red circle around it, so you just have to stay inside of that to charge it up. And anything, like any chests or anything that you can interact with is locked until the teleporter is charged. And you can unlock different skills for each character. Like, I want to say every character has at least one different skill for pretty much everything. But this map has a secret boss on it, which every stage 4 map has a chance to spawn a legendary chest. I'm not sure if it's a chance or if it's guaranteed, but I think it's a chance. It's just really high. But this one, you don't get a legendary chest because if you spawn the boss by destroying these little eggs right here, then it'll drop a legendary. So, you know, it makes up for not having the chest. And the boss isn't really hard, it's just can be a long fight if you don't do a crazy amount of damage. And then other bosses will spawn as like mini bosses in the map too. And then that thing I just did, that was a void seed, and so you can get different items from it that are they're corrupted items of just regular items. I don't think every item has a corruption version, but like the two I just got, one corrupts the tri-tip daggers, which give you bleed damage, and the other one corrupts the critical hit glasses, which now any non-boss enemy, I just have a chance to insta-kill. So they're actually pretty good. Especially, like, I got 11 of them stacked now, so I've got pretty good chances at insta-kill. I think for every single one you have, it's like it adds 0.5%, so I don't know what the math on that would be, because I can't really do math in my head like that, but I mean, it's not great chance, but because this character does have abilities to just do a lot of attacks at once, then I've got pretty good chances to get insta-kills, so kind of like that. And there's only a few different bosses, so it's not like a ton of bosses. And I think it's just kind of technically one for each stage that they have. So you could see a different boss every teleporter event, or technically see the same exact boss every time. And this boss really likes to just go wherever the fuck he wants. It's really fucking annoying. And then on the stage 5 map, there's specific bosses that spawn, because they're like primordial bosses, so they can only spawn from that teleporter. Yeah, for real, he was like, let me just make it kind of hot over here and then fucking leave. Yeah, I like the variety of bosses and enemies that you can get in this game. It's really nice. Alright, man. Thanks for joining the stream. I hope you have a good day, too. bunch of boss damage now. I only got 2 focus pistols. Oh, that's 3. Could have been better, especially during the fucking shine of the mountain. But at least I'm really fast when I'm not in combat. Good items from that. I guess that'll replace my delicate watch that I just lost. definitely use more units. That would be really helpful. That was quick. At least we're getting good yellow items. What's up, sis? You on break or you just sitting there watching the stream at work? I really hope I can find the legendary chest on this map. Last time I did this, I could not find the chest at all. Because I don't know all the places it can spawn, but I also don't know if it's guaranteed a legendary chest to spawn. So I'm gonna hope that it does spawn, because I can really use a legendary. far I'm not seeing that legendary chest. I'm just gonna... Okay, that guy. Very glad. Decent legendary, I'll take that. Glad the legendary chest spawned though. And we're getting some decent items. So far, this has been a really good run. Another legendary. Could have been better, but I'll take cooldown. Just trying to hide a medkit from you. Another, wow, 2 Shattering Justice. That's crazy. Would have been nice to get some more variety on the legendaries, but I'm not gonna complain. Really nice to get a license, so... Oh. Pretty helpful. Especially with having these cooldowns. Nice to find my rusted lockbox. I was like another scavenger. Oh, and he dropped a legendary. Test coil, which is really nice to have. Terrible item, but doesn't really help me. I just want to have another chest somewhere over here. I guess we'll go fight Mithrix. Oh, this is easy. Definitely have a few items to scrap, so we'll go find that scrapper I saw earlier. I think it was over there somewhere. We'll figure it out. Pretty nice for another scavenger spawn. Just to try and get some extra items that would be beneficial. There it is. Now we just gotta hope for good legendary. so I can get a bunch of it. Hopefully we can get some good green items too. That's where that chest went. Now we can go fight Mithrix. Probably gonna absolutely fucking beat my ass, but we'll try it. I think this has been a really good run for my first Monsoon solo run. Haven't had a couple close calls, but nothing too bad. And no lag is always good. It's kind of lagging now. Spoke a little too soon. Lag isn't too bad, but I'd rather just not deal with it at all. Oh shit. I'm gonna say the hardest part is probably just trying to get these pillars done. Definitely a lot better having two people for these. Just because if you need to, you can have someone run out. There goes my beetle guard. What do we got? Head stompers, not bad at all. I guess Dio's best friend wouldn't really be bad either. Items. Maybe we could do both. Shit, I could do 3 of these. It's probably the best idea just in case. Brain stocks are down here. I can find a better pillar. They're all gonna be fucking pillar designs, aren't they? My lag is getting bad. This is gonna fucking suck. Just can't hardly see what I'm doing. Not good. Jesus Christ. I guess better for it to happen near the end of the stream. Kinda. Not really end of the stream, but... fucking see what's happening. What sucks is that it's not, like, it's not my internet, it's just the fucking game. Maybe if I sit still for a minute, kinda help. But I highly doubt it. It is only gonna get worse. I don't even know how I'm supposed to do this. I guess it's just gonna add to the challenge? I don't even know. This is awful. I am absolutely sorry for anyone trying to watch this, because it's bad. Winning, but at what cost, really? This might be the worst part. It's gonna be awful. I mean, I think I can win, but I mean, it's gonna be fucking rough. If it was lagging a little bit, it'd be fine, but this is just absolutely ridiculous. kind of have to hope that I'm hitting him. Because, like, when I can hit him, I can do a lot of damage. Just the problem is actually hitting him. Oh. Fuck. What a way to end the run. So don't loop and try to fight Mythics, I guess. Gonna take a quick break and then we'll start up another run. Probably try out someone that I haven't really used before, but I'll be right back. Alright. Who should I use? I mean, I could go for Acrid. Try and unlock some of his stuff. Go for a commando run. Try that out. Basic run with a basic character. I will not be surprised if I die in this run quick. It's already not looking good. I need to change to the slide than the roll. At first I didn't really care for the slide, but since I started using it I actually like it a bit more. Good item if I didn't need money. Take that trade. Molotov is good, but it's not the greatest, I guess. Just because it's very precise, like the enemies have to be in it. So I mean, if you have large enemies or like giant groups of enemies, I guess it's not bad, but right now it's not too helpful. Really use a ukulele. Yeah, we're probably gonna die right here. Yep. We're was gonna stream until 2:30, but not really anyone in here anymore, so we got one good run. So I think we're gonna go ahead and end it there. But thanks to everyone that tuned in. And I'll be streaming Stardew Valley tomorrow at about 11:30, 12. So see you guys then.